Happy Monday night, ladies. I'm so glad that y'all are here. So I signed up to speak tonight and I was like, what do I really want to talk about? And Jill did a fabulous job on our growth call tonight or today. Slap in the face that I needed, probably some of us too. But anyways, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask Jessica Copeland to chat with me. We're going to do like question and answer style because her team is on the move, moving and grooving. She went to her very first convention with us back in June and she has taken everything. And even before then, I mean, she just jumps in, she doesn't care if it's messy. She doesn't have to know the answers. She just does. She's creative. She makes her own things. She goes with it. And so she just inspires the heck out of me. So I was like, okay, this is the little zhuzh that we might need. So, I'm going to introduce her first. She is a teacher as well. We met back in college. She was swimming at the college I was playing softball at. And then we both taught in the same school system for a few years, not the same school, but that was before I moved. So we've known each other for a while, but not as good as we do now and on this level. And I'm so thankful for that. We were just on a phone call with a girl before this, Shelby. She might be on here. We invite her to it. And then we were talking about that community and just how it brings us together. So when I asked her, I texted her, like it was a random text. And I was like, hey, are you ready for what I'm about to ask you? And she was like, I don't know. You're probably about to make me get uncomfortable or do something like that. But what? And so I asked her to talk with me tonight, and she was like, scares the heck out of me, but I love it. I want to do it. And I was like, all right, let's go. And that is the energy she brings every day. So I'm going to be asking some questions, and she's just going to be sharing what she's been doing, what's been working. She had told me in the past like month or two, she had felt like she was on like a VIP dry spell and she wasn't really signing anybody or really had a solid month, she said, for like a couple of months. And so she has broken the VIP spell this month. She is booming. So, Jessica, what does your daily IPA, which is incoming producing activities, what does that look like for you?
So for me, I do like a new list every month of like people that can benefit from the products or people that can benefit from the business. And I just do as many as I can, just whenever I can. So if I can do like 20 a day, I'll do 20, but it's an ongoing list. I make the list based off of who's watching my stories, Facebook posts that I see, or friends that I just constantly talk to. Like I said, it's ongoing, so I do as many as I can, just depending on what the day looks like. I follow up with old leads that still haven't ordered, and I send testimonies to them to kind of bring them to believe a little bit more about it. Um, I invite the heck out of people to do the messenger events. I do those every Thursday, and so I invite constantly to people to come to the messenger events, to opportunity calls. And then everything that I'm doing, my team is doing as well. So we're in constant communication of, hey, y'all, invite somebody to this messenger event or invite somebody to the opportunity call. So we're constantly just in conversation of all doing the same thing. I talk on stories every day, I post every day, and I'm commenting and adding constantly as well.
And that kind of leads me to my next question. She said she invites people to messenger events and opportunity calls. And I know we have those like corporate level. We even have those on like our big team. But she has stepped up lately and she's been running her own personal opportunity calls. And just so it's an extra layer of like personal, her face for her people to see. And yes, at first it's uncomfortable and like it might be to one person, and but I told her, I was like, record it, even if no one shows up, do it, and then you have it to send to people because it might not have been a good time. And she had it to send to 3 people this week, the opportunity call that she did. So she has been stepping out and doing her own opportunity calls. And then the messenger events, will you shed a little light on what your personal messenger events have been looking like?
Yes. So me and another girl on my team actually came together and we planned out messenger events for July and August for every Thursday just because school's about to start and we know we're going to get crazy. So we went ahead and planned all of it. And then we got together with my team and we actually kind of like not a sign up list, but if you want to be in charge of one, you can. And so, like, I'll be in charge of one this Thursday, and then somebody else will be in charge of one next Thursday. And we just, like, just for example, one was on skin health. Our last one was a bloat free summer. So it was all about bloating. We're doing one that's backed by science. So it's all about how everything with Plexus is backed by science. And we just put it in ChatGPT and it just gives it to us. And then we take away or add whatever we feel like we need. And then, so if one of my girls is leading it, she'll create it in ChatGPT or create the event, but we will all collectively invite people every Thursday. So we're kind of working together with that.
Yes, and I loved how like Jessica, they're sharing the love there and they're not really, I mean, they're trying new things. They're not recreating the whole wheel. They're just using the tools that they have and doing simple little new things. So like how their messenger event is instead of like a whole wellness event where it kind of talks on different things. One week she said like might be on like diabetics and how Plexus helps diabetics, and then another one might be on like postpartum mamas. Like it's very tailored because we know a lot of people that fit those exact areas, and so if that's something, I'm just trying to give some new ideas because my brain didn't ever think that way, and I was like, why, that's great being very specific on like these little messenger events and hosting little things. It's like, you know just how different brains think. And then you talked about helping your team and leading them. Kind of what does that look like for you? I know that y'all have done a lot of community things. You see them in person a good bit. Y'all are in constant communication. Like what does that look like for y'all?
So one of my girls actually said that she loves when we all get together because she feels like it's like a mini convention. And so
Mhm.
we started just doing it every once a month, and we do it at like the beginning of the month. Um, we do like a theme. So in July it was all on icon, how to kick that off, and then also building belief. And so we keep it very simple. We kind of all talk about what's going well for us, what's not going well. We share tips, encouragement. We bounce ideas off of each other. And this past one, we actually did little small challenges, which was really fun. So, like, you got 3 minutes to be human on social media, which I stole that from 22 Hard. And then, or make a list of people, go through Facebook and make a list of product users or business builders. And one of them that we did was rate themselves on different things between their strengths and weaknesses. And I actually kept those and so that I could know how to help my team. And so
Oh, that's good. That's
it,
good for just
I, I'm a
checking in on
visual.
yourself.
Yes, I'm a visual. But it was just like reaching out, posting on social media, being consistent, showing up on calls, retention, and getting new VIPs. And then they just like numbered it from, 1 to 5 or 1 to 6 or whatever. Um, and then we did little giveaways, and this is something that I'm just a little extra. I love to make people feel loved, and so you definitely don't have to like do giveaways, but that's just my love language. And then we did like a power hour once a week, but instead of a full hour, we're doing like a half hour hustle because 30 minutes is a lot.
Oh, I like that.
I guess appealing during a busy season. And so a lot more people can say yes to 30 minutes than an hour. So we're starting it off
Mhm.
with a half hour hustle. Um, and then I do like monthly challenges for my team. Again, you don't have to do that. I like to encourage and love on their weakness to help strengthen it, if that makes sense. And so,
Yeah, well, that fills your cup.
yes. And so this past month in June, we did whoever was the most consistent on social media won something.
I love that. Like it's action based.
Yeah.
So that is great leading, and you lead by example from the front, but you're getting them together and getting their ideas, and they have, a say so and their own ideas, and everybody's like a helping hand. And right now Jessica's team is majority all from the same like area, so they get together a lot, which I love. And I love that you named that like the half hour hustle, because like you said, instead of like a power hour, most people in busy seasons, they might not have a whole hour. So doing the half hour instead of just saying, oh, okay, we can't get around to it, then look like, okay, let's fit it into what we do have. So I love that. Okay, back to the conversations. I know we've all been watching the Eric or I don't know how he pronounces his last name. Every time he says it, I'm like, rewind. How did he say it again? How have you been creating these conversations that you've been closing the deal on this month? They might have been past, they might be brand new. What are you tweaking any verbiage that how you used to say it maybe with the new Eric stuff, or have you been just keep going, or with what you've been doing, or tell us a little bit about that.
So I've completely changed how I'm reaching out to people based on the past icon training last Wednesday. So I did the Eric Worre message of about like just supporting me, one-time purchase. I did that to my hot leads, just to even people that have left me on red. And the ones that have ordered from me, I never would have thought would order from me, to be honest.
Don't judge a book by their cover.
No, because one girl has left me on red so many different times, but whenever I just worded it the way that he had it, she immediately bought. And that kind of shocked me, to be honest. Another girl that ordered from me, she laughed at me whenever I told her I was going to a Plexus convention. So I did not think that she would order, but she did. And it was just so that they could support me. So I took.
So have you, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. It just reminded me, how he did like he gave the visual of like the blinders go up and the blinders come down. Like, I forget exactly what his verbiage was, but it was basically like, hey, I'm a part of Plexus, and then it's like, and then it's like, but I'm not here to ask you to join my team. I'm just wanting to let you know about like a one-time order or something, and then like the walls fall down type thing.
Yeah, and I mentioned that like that was almost the first thing. It was like, I know I've talked to you about Plexus, but don't worry, this isn't a sales pitch. And then I went on to supporting me for one time, and then after they ordered, which the ones that said yes, like ordered immediately, which I was very surprised by. But whenever they ordered, I asked them to refer me to anybody else that they know, their mom, sister, anybody that could help me reach my goal. And a lot of them just said, I want to help you. I want to support you. I want you to go to Cancun. I want you to reach your goal. And so they were like, absolutely, I'll, do whatever I have to do. So that was nice to hear after those people left me on red so many times.
Yes, because they might not be in the season of wanting anything extra or personally needing anything else to fill their cup, but who's to say they don't want to at least support you to get there if they know that you want to get there? Okay, so I love that. Is there anything else or any other questions anybody has for Jessica or I, or anything that she's kind of talked on and touched on? I know Jessica, let's see, who was it? Maggie Bennett wants to know if you could send your opportunity call to her just to kind of let her know. And I'm sure y'all, Jessica would be happy to add y'all into like one of her messenger events to just get an idea, be a fly on the wall. And obviously she goes and does and uses her own thing. So it's not, you don't have to do this. She just has great ideas. Our brains think differently, and I love piecing some stuff together. Yes, Nicole, you're not a prospect, I think is what it is. Savannah says, have you done any reach outs to your more cold market with the new method, or has it all just kind of follow-ups?
I haven't yet. I've only done with my hot market. I have them written down, but I haven't been brave enough to try the cold market.
Got to that section yet. Well, and I'm sure like because y'all the way Eric said it too, like going back to your hot market, like my mom doesn't even think about them anymore because I've been here for 2.5 years. But I'm like, they would probably support me if I just asked for support. You know what I mean? Like, so I did like that. Does anybody have any questions? Y'all could type or unmute, doesn't matter.
I have one, Jessica. I saw you guys did, I think it was a live on the Skin Health Scoop. Could you share
Mhm.
kind of what you guys shared in that? I have an event tomorrow that I'm specifically doing for the Skin Health System, and it's just like a messenger event, but I was gonna pop in there and maybe go live or do a video. So I was kind of wanting to know what you guys did.
And I can send you, it's on Canva. We did like a presentation on Canva and
Okay, perfect.
we just like presented it on the live. And I don't know how we did that. That was one of my other girls, technical.
Look at you.
But we just kind of went over like what each product does, how it's science based or science backed, how it's different than like skin care versus skin health, what's different about them, what separates this than other skin companies, but we didn't say like obviously the names of different skin companies. And then we talked about the skin microbiome a lot.
Okay, cool.
I love that. And she has been going live, and she just did you did a teen moisturizer and mocktail event, right?
Yes.
So I was actually talking to Lauren today. I'm thinking about doing one of those events, but open it up for like just women in general, like kind of like a back to school, like let's all get pampered one last time or relax a little bit before it gets like wild and crazy. Or it might be like, then I thought maybe like a few weeks into school where everybody can kind of like relax, take a deep breath. Um, and I didn't know, I don't think you've done, or I don't know if anybody else on the call has done anything like that where they have invited people to come and have like a moisturizer and mocktail. Has anybody done one of those yet?
No, but that's on my agenda to do for August too. And I was gonna make it like a moo type thing, like all the girls
Yes.
come hang out, bring your moo.
Oh my gosh, I said the
Nicole.
same thing.
Yep. I
Yeah.
was like, Nicole's doing that.
That is so funny.
Nicole, we're gonna be messaging each other.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to be messaging
Yes,
y'all about this too,
please.
because I'm thinking about
Yes,
hosting it at my house
definitely.
so people can wear PJs if they want. And then have like one bathroom set up for like the wash and facial station, and then like a little mocktail bar. I don't know. I can't get it all wrapped, the details in my brain yet. I don't know. Playing around with it. All right, I'm checking the chat real quick. Yes, tell them to come with no makeup, come as you are, have a little snacky, something. I don't know. I also thought about y'all know what's cheap too is like I'm a little extra like Jessica getting the little like I don't know what they are, the jelly. Looks like a jelly bean. Goes under your eye. I don't do that, but probably need to. Under eye mask. And have like an active stick with it as like a party favor.
Do it. You can get those like a whole bundle of those under eye masks on Amazon too. For cheap
Yes, that's
and
what I was
cute,
telling
different
Nicole.
colors.
They're gonna be cheap and like people would use them. Okay, well, thank you, Jessica. That was absolutely wonderful, fabulous. If no one else has anything, I know Marissa wanted to pop on, say a few things at the end, so I'm gonna let her take it away right now. Share.
Thank you, Haley. I'm just hijacking the end of this because I wanted to share with y'all, and I figured this is the best time to do it. Is that next Monday night meetup is going to be focused on teachers. And so we have a lot of teachers on this team. We all know at least one teacher. And something that I see, and I'm always, my heart is like, come do the Plexus opportunity, is you share your card because you know, teachers don't get paid enough. and you have to fund the classroom. And so I want to do something where it's an opportunity where we can pinpoint to teachers, and you want to invite all the teachers starting this week, something fun. I asked ChatGPT, but something like get paid to clear the cart, or you can ask ChatGPT to come up with a fun name. But this week, if you can focus, if you are a teacher, you know teachers, next Monday night meetup at 8:30 Central Time, Haley, Lindsay, and Lee are going to share a little bit of their story as teachers and about the Plexus opportunity. So I just wanted to let you all know to really start thinking about all the teachers in your life that could use this, or maybe you could benefit with this to clear the Amazon cart. So wanted to share that with all y'all.
And is it, Marissa, we're like at the end, we're going to have a drawing out of the teacher's own, right? And buy some stuff from their wish list. That's what we're doing, right?
Oh yeah, we could do that. That's a good idea.
Or what are we? No, sorry. What are we doing? Why did I think that?
I don't know, but that sounds good. So basically, I'll probably come up with a slideshow, and then Haley, Lindsay, and Lee are each going to share like a couple minutes of their story about the opportunity. It's really going to be targeted towards the opportunity, many bit about their health, and then at the end, I was thinking we could definitely do a giveaway, like buy something off their cart. One person.
Yes, I say
I'm still. Yeah.
We do sorry, I don't mean to.
Something off the cart.
Yeah. Yes. Whoever's on, make a list and then pick the winner on the call and say, like, after we'll get with you to cover a few things on your classroom wish list on Amazon.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea. So yeah, we're going to run with that. And I would love for it to be a big thing, because I'm seeing so many people and it's not a bad thing. It's just teachers don't get enough to fund their classroom. And so this is the perfect time to bring the energy, especially for teachers, especially as they're going into the school season and stuff.
I think that is perfect. And I know my whole team is almost all teachers. So like y'all, if y'all need like another one of these and y'all want to do one like later in the week, we might have another one on Thursday or something we can do, since there's a lot of teachers out there.
And nurses.
Yes, I've been seeing tons of just wish lists on my Facebook scrolling right now. That's all I'm seeing. Yeah.
And Nicole said a nurse call soon. We could definitely do that soon. I think that's a great one too. That would be a good
one. Allie could do, our nurse people could get on there and talk about the opportunity, how it's helped. For sure. Yeah. That would be great. All right, ladies. So anything at the end, any last questions? Jessica, thank you so much for sharing and for just your little creative brain. I absolutely love it. And for just being a go-getter. All right. Well, Jessica will send this recording in our group chats. And I hope y'all have a great night, a happy bedtime. And I love spending it with y'all. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow.